gentlemen, traders, welcome to the TMT Stock Market Strategy video for Friday, October 28th. All right, guys, song remains the same. Markets gyrate up, gyrate down, but at the end of the day, markets are holding into this levels, these zones that they've been making since July. Nothing more that we can really say. I mean, internally, markets are really breaking down. We see it in our TMT trading model. We're still on a sell signal. But yet, remember, the powers of B, we have the election coming in a week and a half, and there's just no way this market is going to move lower without any type of big catalyst that's going to give you a risk-off environment. It's not going to happen. Everything is leaning to the buy side. Everybody's bullish. Buy the dip, until something of significance happens that where, now everybody's caught long, and then they have to liquidate. So. But you have to be really careful, especially in this type of environment. Very manipulated market. Markets sell off, and then all of a sudden now they get bid up, and now they start to go higher for whatever reason. No one knows. But that's the market that we're dealt with, and that's why I say high probability trading is probably thrown. I could throw that out the window as well. You need to really, really be patient here, meaning that don't do many trades. You do 1 or 2 trades a day if you could, if that, and take them as a high probability trade, meaning that make sure everything lines up before you put any risk capital out there, because at the moment, we just one-sided here. All right, let's go right into it. I'm not gonna. There's not much to cover other than what I want to show you. Dollar ETF. You can see the UUP here. We almost took it out. This swing high needs to get taken out, and I think we're going to really rush to the flush up higher in the UUP to 26.5 would be the next upside target. In the DX, I say you break par, which is 100, and then let's see where we go from there. That would eventually put pressure on commodities-related names, and, of course, indexes such as gold and crude oil, precious metals as well, at least in the short term. I do think that gold will prosper in the long run. Spiders, you could see that here. 210 is going to be the first downside target, and you could just extend this out a little bit more. And what do you get? You get a descending triangle here, right? So that's really what we're looking at now. This kind of morphed into a descending triangle. See, we get that break. 210 will be the first spot, and then we will look to reevaluate with some further downside targets once we break this descending triangle. Here's the spiders. Now here's a 60-minute. You could just see it's just been horrendous. The trading 4 months has been just dismal. I mean, you break down, you go into a range, and pretty much you stay in that range until you either break down or break back up again. And that's what happens here. You break up. We went in a range for I'd say pretty much all of August. We broke down. We stayed pretty much all of September and October down here at the lower end of the range. So not much really to talk about, guys. Really, until this price really gives us movement to the downside, we're not really doing too much of anything. Transports here, our leader, not leading at all, just sitting stagnant at this area 144. So really not doing too much. IWM, here is the canary in the coal mine along with that dollar. We just broke 2016 uptrend support. Okay, we're at the 200. And you could see here the Russell 2000, which is a good gauge of risk, is not leading. Secondary leader here, starting to break down again, and actually broke down from that long-term trend triangle. So just take it one step at a time here, guys, because I got to tell you, this is not a good sign. When the Russell was taken off back in July and August, all of a sudden now we're starting to deteriorate. So be careful here with the IWM. I'd be paying close attention to that. And lastly is the Qs, and then you could see. And what I mean by how is it one-sided? Well, Netflix comes out and posts earnings. Oh, they beat. Market rips for a day and a half. Apple comes, they don't beat. Nobody cares. Amazon last night missed and guided lower. And right now, futures are up 4 handles. So go figure, guys. I mean, it just swing trading is almost impossible. Unless you have a big size book where you can wait the position out. So, and most people don't have that. So just be careful out there today. Today's Friday. You're going to get that thin to win, light volume, and more than likely the algos will take control and just rip this market pretty much back up to the upside. All right. Have a great day. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.